Hey everyone, today I'm gonna do an exercise about pivot table. Pivot table analysis is good when you're analyzing some report in Excel, just like this one. I'm gonna analyze and scrutinize this report so that I would know the performance of the salesperson involved here. I would also find out which month is selling most, which product is performing, and I'm gonna find out and be able to formulate action plan for my sales strategy next. Okay. This pivot table is user friendly, straightforward, and gives you the result of the analysis that you're looking for. And this is often used by some managers or some business owners who wants to review their reports. It could be with regards to production performance or sales performance or whatever. So let me do this exercise to find out how. Okay? So we got 5 columns: month, salesperson, products, customer service, and total sales for the juice products monthly sales report. Okay, so I'm gonna open the pivot table. Okay, if you if your cursor is here, you have to do it manually. The highlighting of the list. Okay, so if you do it here, for example, I'm going to insert it pivot table. Okay, the range you have to do it manually like that, right? Okay, now if you do it, if you put your cursor inside, okay, then you open your pivot table. The pivot table already suggested the range that you want to analyze. Okay, already. Okay, see. So look at the dialog. Okay, choose the data that you want to analyze. Select table or range already suggested by the computer, or use an external data source. So we don't have that, so we'll just use this data. Then choose where you want the pivot report to be placed, either a new worksheet or an external worksheet. Let's say external worksheet, okay? Rather new worksheet, okay? See that. Click OK. So it opens a sheet, okay? This is the sheet that we have. Sheet 1 in our for our report, then the sheet 3, okay? And here is our pivot filters. We'll talk about that later, okay? So we'll just delete this. Okay, go back to our report. Okay, open the, go to Insert tab and open the pivot table again, pivot table, and the dialog. Okay, dialog box. Okay, so already, okay, suggested the range. Then we go for the existing worksheet. In the existing worksheet, we'll find out the starting point of our table, okay, the point where we can put our table. So see here, this is here, it's okay here. Okay, then click OK. So there you have it. Okay, this would be a pivot table for to build a report. Choose fields from the pivot table field list. Okay, this would be our area for our table here. And this is the pivot table field list. So we have how many? One, two, three, four, five. Five lists that we're going to analyze, or 5 columns in our report. Okay, we got report filter, we got column labels, we got row labels, and values. Okay, let's find out. Let's go with month first. Let's say we put it in the row label. You can do it by dragging it, or you just click it like that. Click the month. Okay, the month automatically places itself on the row labels. Okay, here's the row labels. So here you already have January to December. This is the row. It's row because the numbers will be placed on the right side. Okay, so this will become a row labels. Okay, uh, let's just find out if we put the month on the column labels like that. Okay, this is also good, but it's a bit difficult to see, because you have a wider labels, because you're using column labels. Okay, let's put it back here. But this can be the column labels will be useful later. I'll show you later. Okay, so how can we analyze if we don't have numbers? So we have to put numbers. The total sales we are going to put in the values. See, we already have the figures here corresponding to the month. Okay, so this is that format. We can also format actually this one. You just go to the home and then click comma. Okay, so you see whether it's in thousand or in hundreds. Then all the decimal places are in zeros. So we'll remove the zeros. Okay, remove the zeros. We don't need it. All right. So you already have it. Your sum total sales. So by default, it will give you the sum or the total, right? But we can change that. You want to see the average, you can click the values here, sum of total sales, in the pivot table field list. So just click this list here and value field settings. But before that, I'll show you. You can move this to report filter. This you can move this to row labels. You can move to column labels. This is final. Remove to filter report filter. Okay. Okay. I'll move it back here. Or you can move it to row labels like that. Okay. Or you can move it to column labels just like that. Okay, put it back here. Always easier to do the dragging. See, you drag it anywhere you want to drag it. It's easier for you because here it will take time, no? Then you can also remove the field. See, it's removed. Then put it back here. Actually, you can move it just by dragging out. Okay, simple as that. All right. So, okay, I was talking about the sum. Now let's talk about the average. Okay, do it again. No, open the value field settings here. It will show you a dialog box. Then it shows you the sum, count, average, max, minimum numbers, and product. Okay, we'll use the average now. Okay, so in average sales, you will see right away, straight away, you see that December is having the highest average, 89,000 plus. Okay, let's find out the lowest average. I think this one, April. April is having the lowest average of 64,000 plus. Okay, so easy. You want to see the average, you want to see the biggest number, you want to see the smallest number, you can look for it right away in the table. Unlike here, by the way, this can you can get rid of this if you just click outside of the table. Just by clicking it outside or anywhere outside of the table, you got rid of the uh, field list. Okay, so here, see, you want to analyze here, looking all the October. Maybe you can do it, but it will take time. Unlike here in the table, right away you will see. You can also actually remove this by uh, clicking the close X. Okay. All right. So here you can see right away. Let's say for January. See, unlike here, so many Januaries. The more frequencies for January sales. Okay. January here also by different person, salesperson. Okay. So it's easy. You find the smallest number, you find the, in terms of average, the biggest number. Okay. So for you to, you want to reappear the field list to reappear, just click here, right click here, and then show field list here. Okay, so the pivot table field list reappear. Okay, so if you want the count, you can also do that. Okay, just click the count. This would mean frequency of sales. Okay, so this is the frequency of sales, like uh, August. August has the highest frequency, 7. Which one has the smallest frequency? Okay. The frequency of sale is on February, having just a couple of sales, and June having also, so a couple, February and June, right? So let's go back to the values. Click value field settings. Go back to sum. Sum. Okay. So we get the sum back here. So it's easy. You want to analyze the average, you want to analyze the count or the frequency, and you want to analyze the total or the sum. You can do it very quick. Okay. So let's say we put it here in columns. Actually, we can do the same thing. What we did when the month was on row levels, we can do the same thing here. Okay. So no problems with that. I don't have to show it to you again. Okay, I'm going to put it back here. Okay, we finished analyzing our okay month. So put it back here. Okay, we're going to analyze our salesperson. Put it here. Not moving. Okay. All right. So okay, this is the. Let me show you the uh, field list now. Move it here. Okay. We've done the analysis for month. Now we're going to analyze per salesperson. Okay. So looking at the table, we'll see that, okay, we see the figures here on the right uh, side of the row. Okay. Uh, who's having the biggest sales? So we see that Bob is the one giving you the biggest sales, the total sales. Who's having the smallest? The smallest is, I think, this one, Lorna, 155,000. Okay, we see the average of these guys. Value of field settings, then look at the average. Okay, this is the average. So who is having the biggest average? Uh, I think Joe, 86,000 average sales. Okay. Depending on the frequency of sales. If Joe is having just, let's say, for example, a couple of count or a couple of frequency, and biggest number in sales, then it will get the biggest average. Like for example, if Charlie is only 71, if having more frequency of sales, or like Robert having more frequency of sales, more frequency, but in terms of amount, smaller amounts, then therefore the average would be smaller. Okay, that's understandable. Yeah, let's see the frequency now. See the frequency here. Um, Count. Okay, this is the frequency of sale. This is what I was talking about. That's why Bob is having the most frequency, but in terms of average, lower than Joe, because Joe is only having uh, three three times he sold the products. Okay, that's what it means when you count. Three times he sold the products. Bob, 8 times he sold the products. Mike, 7 times he sold the products. Okay, so that's how you analyze in terms of the frequency of sales. Let's go back to sum. Okay, get the sum here. Click OK. So you go back to the figures. Okay, the amount. It the grand total of this is 3,959,000. So it also gives you the total of all these numbers, Okay. So we've done analyzing our salesperson. We do analyze now the products. Go to the row labels. Okay, here's our products. So, so if you see it here on the list, it's not easy to check. Like there's many strawberry, no many mangoes, many oranges, etc. So it's not easy to analyze. But here in our table, easy to analyze. Okay. So we'll start our analysis. Orange, or rather mango, is good because the total sales for mango is 675,000 plus. And of course, orange is also good. The lowest is banana, although it's also good because it's having sales of 459, but it's the lowest among the group, right? Okay, try to analyze it by average. See the average here. Okay, when you talk about the average, guava is having the biggest in terms of average, 81,000 plus, and the lowest in terms of average is having 71,000. It's mixed fruit. Okay. In terms of frequency of sales, let's say the count right here, and then click OK. Okay. Mango is having more frequency, and guava, a couple, guava and mango. Okay, but the lowest is 6. It said that's okay. Doesn't matter. So we'll go back to sub, click sub again, and then okay, click OK. Okay. So we've done the products, okay, and we've done month sales. What about the customer serve? So customer serve is this number of customers and the total sum of total sales. Doesn't make any sense, right? So if this like a name of customer, then you will be able to analyze. But more or less, you can still analyze by the 10 customer you sold 310,000. So but here you have 17 customers served, but more in terms of numbers, okay, but small in terms of the sales amount. So you have to analyze it more deeper because maybe this is in terms of the price of the products. Okay. Anyway, that's not very clear. Okay, we'll remove this. Okay, we go back to the month here. Okay, there's our table again. Okay, what about okay, will get the products or the salesperson first. Get the salesperson putting it in the column labels. Okay. Okay. Right. So we have on our column labels, we have the salesperson. We got Albert, we got Anthony, Bob, Charlie, Felix, Helen, Joe, Lorna, Max, Mike, Nicholas, Nida, Robert, William, and grand total. Okay. That's on the column labels. Okay. And on the row labels, we got the month here, January. For example, um, we have January, Bob sold 160,000 and Nicholas sold 151,000 and William sold. So it takes us time to scroll down and scroll sideways. So what I'm going to do in order for me to be able to see it clearly without even scrolling it, I'm just going to put the total sales here under the month. Okay, there you are. Okay. So in this analysis, you have the person, salesperson on the column labels. And on the row labels, we have two lists, the month and the amount. Okay. So here, no more amount because we put it here. Okay. But you can still put the amount here. Okay. You can also drag one. So two sales amount in the table. Okay. One under the salesperson and another under the January. Okay. So you don't have to move the cursor sideways. Okay. So it's kind of awkward, right? So what we do is we just see the amount right here. Like for example, 69,000, where is it? This under Nicholas. So we're interested only to see the amount. We can see it here. Then we're interested to see who's selling this. Like under January, we're selling 76,289, and this is under Bob. Let's see 79,201 under who? Under William. Okay. So, but if you want to see just the amount, you don't have to go sideways to the right, to your right. Just scroll it down. Then for February, okay. Let's say we're going to analyze instead of month, we put the month on the column and the salesperson on the uh, if you put total sales down under the salesperson, okay? So salesperson and total sales. Let's see what happens. Okay, you got now the salesperson, okay, with the corresponding amount. Like Albert has got this amount in his sales. He's selling 57,000. What product? What month? 57,000 under the September month. He's also got total of all this, right? Okay. He's got nothing on January, so no total for that for this. He got nothing on February and March. So he got something here in April. So the sales in April. Okay, this one. So he got total for April. So he got a couple for September, 57 and 82,000. So he got 140,000 total. Okay. So that's how you analyze. So we got sales for Albert, Anthony, the amount here, and you can also see the month sideways under the column labels. Okay, Anthony and Bob, and Charlie, Felix, Helen, Joe, Lorna, Max, Mike, yeah, and everybody else. Okay. Say, go back to the show field list. Okay. How about products? Okay, see if we can show the products here under the salesperson. Okay, let's find out. So here we got for Albert, we got sales for Albert. So he sold mango, orange, and strawberry with corresponding sales amount here. Okay. For Anthony, we got he sold guava, mixed fruit, and orange, and corresponding amount here. Okay. Okay. Let's say if uh, instead of products, products would be here, and the amount would be here under the salesperson. Okay, let's find out. Okay. For Albert, he sold in April, September, October, and November with corresponding amount. This amount. Okay. So it's easy to find out. Okay. Just look at this. Let's say, for example, okay, we don't want sideways, right? We just want downways. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the products right here. Okay. You can just scroll down. And for Albert, total of 439,000. He sold in April for the product orange, 62,000. In September, total of 140,000. He sold the product mango, amount of 82,000. Strawberry, amount of 57,000. Okay. Okay, we can reverse. Okay, we try to see if we interchange the in terms of month, no products and month and products. Okay, let's see. Albert sold mango. This is the amount 172,000 for the following month, September and October, with corresponding amount. So we get a total of 439,000 for Albert. Okay. Orange also, he sold a total of 143,000 for the month of April and October. Okay. So that's how you do it. Okay. We'll try another presentation. Let's see. We'll put the products on top of everything. Okay. So for banana, Charlie sold on November. Helen sold on December with this amount. Lorna sold on May with these amounts. Okay. Okay. Now, what about if we put the products on the report filter? Okay. Let's find out. So here the filter says all. Now there is a drop down list here. We can select which fruits we're going to analyze. Let's say banana. Click OK. So you get banana here. All bananas. Okay. Charlie sold 81,000 on November for banana because all banana here. Helen sold December 83,000, so on and so forth. See, we select mixed fruit. Okay. So all these sales are mixed fruit. Okay. Okay. Let's see, we'll change again. Show field list. So we'll show, okay, not person, but in terms of month. Okay. Month. Before salesperson, now month. Okay. For the month of February, Anthony sold. April, Anthony sold. For mixed fruit. Okay, let's see all. All right. For all, okay, for month of January, Bob, Nicholas, William sold. Okay. But in terms of orange, okay, January, Bob sold 76,000. This is for orange only. Okay. February, Anthony sold 80,000, right? So all, okay, let's see. Uh, we'll try to change it, the filter from products to salesperson. Okay, all right. So this is all the salesperson, they will select Albert. Albert, okay, this is for Albert. Albert sold on April orange, 62,000. He sold in September for products mango and strawberry with corresponding amount, sales amount. And he sold on October for mango and orange and strawberry on November. Okay, and then he got grand total of 139,000. What about other guys like Joe? Okay, say uh, few for Joe, only for 259,000 compared to 400 plus thousand for Albert. They sold only melon and guava. Melon under the month of July, guava under the month of October. All right, we select all now. Show, show for pivot table. Fill this again. Okay. Say products. Go back to products here. Okay. All right. We got okay. If you want to change that, you can change also. Right. So it shows anyway. It shows here the January and banana on the column labels in January and the amount. Okay. And salesperson is here. Okay. We want to change it one more time. Okay, one more time. Let's say we're going for the month. We're going for the month as our filter. Okay, there you have it. Okay, so Albert, this is the amount that he sold. Okay, you can also see the amount here sideways, and on the column labels is the products. Okay, so we select month of January. Click right there. Okay, for the month of January, you got under Bob this amount sold and the guava, mango, orange. Okay, for the month of January. We'll see the month of February. Okay, month of February only Anthony sold, and he sold mixed fruit and oranges with corresponding total. Okay, let's say the month of March. Okay, so the bottom line is pivot um, table analysis is really good in analyzing our report, especially if you have a very long list of report like this one. This one is not really that long, but if you have a really very long list and really difficult to analyze, you can use the subtotal, but I prefer the pivot table. It's more flexible, very user friendly. You can analyze whatever you want to show it in terms of the column labels, in terms of the row labels, in terms of the filter. You can filter it out also. Okay, so many things you can do with this. Okay, so I think this is it for now. I think more or less you have seen the picture of how the pivot table analysis is, how you do it and how to get the best analysis out of this function. Okay, I hope you like this exercise today, and if you do, please subscribe and share. Until next time, thank you.